Hi, William Hohen here for a new poll from my Discord video discussion thingy. I still don't have a name. I have a Discord channel, link in the description to join. We're asking question, we're answering question. It's a lot of fun. This poll was suggested by Grubitten, my podcast host. So here it goes. It's about in-game events. What do you consider qualifies as an event in a game? Does it have to have game aspects to it? For example, does putting shop items on sale count as an event? If it does have gameplay, does that need to have gaming aspects similar to the game, or can it be a totally different minigame with only cosmetic similarities, or perhaps not even that? That's a lot of fancy words. For example, a roulette minigame with space-themed costumes in a medieval MMO. That drives me nuts. Just as a side note, I really dislike, like fantasy MMO with motorcycle mount in the cash shop. Oh my god. Anyway. Does it have to have content that either is included with the game initial purchase price or free, for example? What if it were a zone where you could do no damage to anything without buying a special temporary weapon with real money? Ooh, yeah. Looking forward to see what people have to say on that. How much of the event content should be free? All of it. Any other questions about events people have? So, let's go. We only have 3 answers for this one, but we'll do it anyway. So, let's go see what people have to say. First, we have Mike saying, what do you consider qualifies as an event in game? A temporary period that usually involves decorations, quest, cosmetic, etc. Usually set around a real-life holiday, but not always. Something to get the community involved. Yeah, I'll say that, like most people, I do enjoy my Halloween stuff and other holiday. But I like when games are coming up with their own holidays. I think it really helps with the lore and yeah. Anyway, does it have to have game aspects to it? I would think that it should. A sale for a holiday is just that, a sale. It also probably shouldn't just be decorations, since I can't imagine that would do much for the community. That's a very good point. I don't think that a sale qualifies for an event. Of course, an event is a good opportunity to do a sale on some in-game cosmetic stuff, but I don't think it would qualify as an event. And I really like that Mike added that an event should do something for the community, should bring people together. Grubitten and I got to know each other through an event in Villagers and Heroes. So, because the event was about to kill stronger stuff, it was about grinding there with people, and so we end up doing the event, both of us quite at the same time of the day, every day, and so we got to speak to each other quite a bit more and became friends through at least part of that event. If it does have gameplay, does that need to have gaming aspects similar to the game, or can it be a totally different minigame with only cosmetic similarities, or perhaps not even that? I would say both. Most have a special set of quests, some will have a special minigame to the event too. Like Guild Wars for Halloween ends with a giant game of Simon Says with the Mad King where players have to do correct emotes or die. Sounds pretty fun. Does it have to have content that either is included with the game initial purchase price or free? For example, what if it were a zone where you could do no damage to anything without buying special temporary weapons with real money? Yes, but not all. I have no problem if there is some event content stuck behind an expansion or a status one-in-time purchase, like Guardianship in Adventure Quest 3D sometimes has Guardian-only quest rewards. There are also plenty of event content that is level locked, but as long as most of it is accessible, I'm okay with it. Fair enough. How much of the event content should be free? Most. It's an event for the community. Yeah, I agree. The community thing again, it's really a moment to bring everybody together doing one thing. In many games, you have a wide range of player level spread out in many places in the game, and the event kind of centralized everybody in one place for a certain amount of time. So yeah, it's definitely an event for the community. Mike continues with, so the game's community should be able to do it more or less. So thanks a bunch, Mike, for commenting. As always, Mike is a big commenter. I like people that comment. I mean, I like all my viewers, but if you're commenting on videos, I like you even more, because this is the reason I'm doing this. So thanks a bunch. Let's go see what Claudia is saying about the poll. What do you consider qualifies as an event in a game? Events have to at least have decent quality playable content, be able to engage player with one of the following. A great storyline, enjoyable music, characters, or general satisfaction from completing certain tasks/quests. Personally, the key word I would associate with event here is limited time. The concept of that it will only last for so long shapes events to be very popular. Yes, I agree with that. It's something that happens for a limited time. You have to go there now or you will miss out. So yeah. Does it have to have game aspects to it? For example, does putting shop items on sale count as an event? For that example, no. An event should have the aspects listed above. It is not just the bare bones like cosmetic and other rewards of previous events. Yeah. If it does have gameplay, does that need to have gaming aspects similar to the game, or can it be a totally different minigame with only cosmetic similarities, or perhaps not even that? I would say the events should have adequate relevance to the game itself, otherwise I think many players at some point would be either confused or frustrated. Some similarities that I think should be included are in-game currency as completion rewards and familiar characters throughout event storylines. In order to also incorporate new aspects, I think zones and cosmetic can differ between the game and the event. Fair enough. Does it have to have content that either is included with the game initial purchase price or free? Okay, Claudia is mixing those two questions together. How much of the event content should be free? Both are not required to have in events, but I would say both purchasable content and free content are acceptable to implement. I'm not instating that, man, you're all using such fancy words. I'm not instating that every event in a game should have a balance of 50% free content and 50% pay for content. Rather, it really depends on the game, the target audience and the creators. To be fair to both the players and developers, no game content is ever perfect. Therefore, the balance will lean more on the side in some games versus others. Yes, fair enough. I think, in my opinion, most of it should be free because you want the community to come together to do those events. So events, I like level scaled events. I like free events because everybody can play with everyone. It's a moment to bring everyone together. So I'm definitely a fan of free stuff, level scaled, accessible to everyone. So But it's true that creating all those events and those cosmetic and those new zones do cost money, and so uh, particularly in free-to-play games, the devs needs to recoup that money somehow. Any other questions about events people have? Since I play events pretty often, I don't have any question. I'm also just tired from writing Ask Ishan. Alright, so thanks a bunch for commenting, Claudia. Appreciate the answers. Was a lot of fun to read a few new fancy words. A word I would like to use more, but I'm not always sure what the difference is, but it's the word however. I like when people say however, I think it sounds pretty cool. But why use however when you can use but? Because it's kind of easy and quick to say. I'm not too sure what the difference is. However, I'll try to say it more. Alright, on to the next. The last but not the least, Ishan Roy C. saying, what do you consider qualifies as an event in a game? A temporary event such as a seasonal event or a one-time event. It can be anything from a simple addition of a time-bound quest to a whole zone with even currency, but the key point is it's temporary, hence why it's an event and not an update to the existing game and won't stay forever. That being said, it being seasonal said Christmas even coming around Christmas every year is alright. Yeah, it can be a recurring thing, just limited in time. Does it have to have game aspects to it? For example, does putting shop item on sale count as an event? No, not at all. I think everyone agrees on that. A sale in the cash shop is not an event. It could be a whole new minigame or something that's completely new to the game. However, he's using however is pretty nice. That's not advised as the event isn't what the players are there for now. It should either build on existing mechanics like combat, crafting, etc. or shorten gap between two. Say an activity that requires both combat and crafting gathering. If it does have gameplay, does that need to have gaming aspects similar to the game, or can it be a totally different minigame with only cosmetic similarities? Either works, but similar to the game would be better. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing a fantasy MMO, stock car racing minigame might not be the best event for Christmas. Does it have to have content that either is included with the game initial purchase price or free? Event should always be free. If they aren't, the game is being gatekeeped by money, which will deter, man, I know what that means, but I'm not sure how to say it, old and new players. And yeah, I completely agree with Ishan on that. But at the same time, like I said earlier, I can understand you need to monetize something, but the event itself, the access to the event should not be monetized. Everybody should be able to go do the event, but then if they want to sell some exclusive costumes to get some money out of it, out of the time they have invested in making the event, I can understand. How much of the event content should be free? 80 to 90% at minimum. Yeah, I would settle for 80. I would be fine with 80. Any other questions about events people have? Are they good? Are they good? Oh yeah, the question he's heading is, are they good? Yes, but in small doses. If an event lasts, say, 3 years because the dev forgot to turn it off, then it ceases to be an event. Very true. And I agree that events should not last for too long, and there should be quite a bit of time in between events. When there's always an event going on, it's kind of less special that there is one. So I would say a month is enough time for an event, and skipping 2-3 months in between events, I think is is fair to me. But anyway, that was the poll, the Discord poll about events. Another thing I've started doing is some exclusive video. Those are kind of, I mean, if you think that is low effort, hop on my Discord. There's link to even more garbage stuff. But I mean, people seems to be enjoying it. So come on in, come on the Discord and get some more content out of it. It's free. I'm not gatekeeping any of my content. Just we want to have a few new faces on the Discord. So I thought if I was promoting some exclusive video on my community page on YouTube, it could bring some people. But anyway, we'll see. Thanks a bunch for watching. Go do something else and go play games. Alright, bye bye.